Iceberg videos have been rising in popularity on YouTube, so I wondered if there were any Iceberg videos about one of my favorite authors of all time, Lemony Snicket. Well, there wasn't any, so I decided to make my own. So without further ado, let's get into this. A series of Unfortunate Events books 1 through 13. These books need no introduction. They have a great blend of comedy, mystery, drama, and adventure. The 2004 movie. The series of Unfortunate Events 2004 movie adaptation adapts the first 3 books in the series. The movie's script was going to be written by Lemony Snicket, but his script went unused. The film features such stars as Jim Carrey and Meryl Streep. The movie won an Academy Award for Best Makeup and Hairstyling. It was such a success, making $3.1 million on its opening weekend, although the movie never got any sequels. Netflix adaptation. Netflix is a series of Unfortunate Events adaptation. It's a show that went on from 2017 to 2019. Unlike the movie, it adapts all the books in the series. The show takes its time, and every book, except the last one, has 2 episodes based on them. It's a pretty good adaptation, but changes things when needed. A series of Unfortunate Events, the blank book. I don't have this book, but looking at pictures, it's just a notebook with a Lemony Snicket theme. All the Wrong Questions books 1 through 14. Here we go, something I have read. So these books are prequels to A Series of Unfortunate Events books. I really don't want to spoil anything, so just go read the books yourself. Letters to Beatrice. Take a drink every time there's a book on here I haven't read. This book is full of love letters by Lemony Snicket to Beatrice. The book is supposed to have clues to where the orphans are now, but like I said, I haven't read it yet. The Curious Parlor Game. This is a series of Unfortunate Events themed board game. Like most of the things here I don't have, or in this case haven't played. Just check out this guy, Pilot Parley Gaming's review on the game, link in the description. 13 Words. This is one in many small children's books made by Lemony. I haven't read any of them, but judging by the covers and pictures I have seen, I don't think these books have any connection to the A Series of Unfortunate Events universe. But who knows, maybe the bad mood stick explains how Jock Snicket died. The 2004 movie tie-in game. This game is obviously based on the 2004 movie. The game is on PlayStation 2, Xbox, GameCube, PC, and Game Boy Advance. The game follows the movie very well. It even got Jim Carrey back to play Count Olaf. I personally haven't played the game yet, so for more information check out a guy who did play the game, Charlton Wonder's video on the subject. Link in the description. The Unauthorized Biography. Here we go. A book I have read. But the unauthorized biography doesn't really tell a story. It does at some points, but most of the time it just feels like you're flipping through someone's notes. I found the book a bit confusing at some points, but who knows, maybe that's just my dumb brain not being able to understand. A Series of Unfortunate Events and Notorious Notations. Don't have it, but from what I see it's just the same thing as the blank book, but now with quotes. No adaptations to other Snicket books have been planned yet. So, Netflix has not really planned any adaptations to the other Lemony Snicket books, like All the Wrong Questions and such. I'm sure Netflix or whoever will make an adaptation one day, but not today. DVD Director's Commentary to the 2004 movie. Okay, this is a good one. In the DVD and Blu-ray to the 2004 movie, on the disc, there's a director's commentary, but not just any director's commentary. In this one, Lemony Snicket himself appears to criticize the movie.
Why would you make such a film?
By accident. We certainly headed
You
out with
accidentally pointed a camera in the direction of actors who were reciting dialogue about terrible things. I find that very hard to believe.
as I understood his character from your books. He's an omniscient quite remarkably thoughtful, well-read man who...
I don't think you've read these books at all, which on one hand is good for your emotional health, but on the other hand, if you're actually trying to recreate what actually happened to the Baudelaires, this film would be 10 times worse if it followed the correct story.
That's probably true.
I'm grateful that the bad beginning was truncated, so there's no wedding or theatrical performance, and that the reptile room also was made quite short, and that finally the story of the wide window, I hope, is so short that it is about to be over.
It's really funny just hearing Lemony Snicket make fun of the movie while the director tries poorly to defend it. 13. 13 is a reoccurring number within Lemony Snicket books. 13 is a series of Unfortunate Events books, 13 chapters in every book except the last one, and 13 has appeared in titles to some of the other Lemony Snicket books. A lot of people have asked why 13. Well, here's my theory. 13 is known as an unlucky number. It's the reason why some buildings skip 13 when counting their floors, or like how Friday the 13th is known as an unlucky day. Lemony lives in Britain. In the final chapter of the unauthorized biography, there's a picture of the London Bridge with the caption, Great? Britain? This could mean Snicket lives in Britain, or who knows, it could just be him visiting. www.lemonysnicket.com. This is an official website about Lemony Snicket. It has some information on the books, information on the creator, a series of unfortunate events, the imprintable games, and trailers. It's nothing to write home about, but if you're a fan of Lemony Snicket, you'll probably get a kick out of it. The Incomplete History of Secret Organizations. In the Netflix show, there's a book called The Incomplete History of Secret Organizations. We never get to see what's inside the book. Also, there's a real book with the same name. I don't have the book, but looking at pictures, it's just a book discussing the Netflix series. Lemony Snicket references in game shows. On the Reddit subreddit r/a series of unfortunate events, some user named Snicket667 found some references to Lemony Snicket in some game shows and quiz shows. These shows are The Chase and $1 Million Minute. 2004 movie is on YouTube for free. Okay, so someone uploaded the entire 2004 movie on YouTube, and Paramount or Nickelodeon, the owners of the movie, haven't taken it down yet at the time of me writing the script. Now, if you want to watch this movie, please buy a DVD or just stream it to support the creators, because this is technically pirating, and pirating is... A series of unfortunate events books exist in the series of unfortunate events universe. In the unauthorized biography, Vice Principal Nero has a list of books he banned. Among these books are a series of unfortunate events, and later in the book, complete pages from the bad beginning and the reptile room are taped in the book. VFD667. This is an official Lemony Snicket YouTube channel. It has 2 trailers and a recap of the first 12 books. Yes, that video was made before the 13th book came out. And that's pretty much it. Count Olaf is going to be darker in the movie. On the DVD or Blu-ray to the 2004 movie, there are some Jim Carrey screen tests. In these screen tests, Jim plays Count Olaf as a much more evil character, like in the books.
Actually read a very early draft of Dr. Dolittle, where a lot of the original material was edited out, pertaining to the inner thoughts of the animals, saying, "Oh, please use me, please eat me. I'm not actually a cow, I'm veal."
Then, in the actual movie, they changed him to a more comedic person. I really don't know why they did this, but I have 2 theories. My first theory is they did this to appeal to the Jim Carrey audience, as he was big in movies like Ace Ventura or Dumb and Dumber. My second theory is that they did this to appeal to kids to make Count Olaf a less scary character. I'm gonna go for the latter. Beatrice. She is the mother of the Baudelaire orphans. She has a love letter written to her by Snicket at the start of every book and Netflix episode. The Baudelaire's parents. This is referring to Bernard and Beatrice Baudelaire. I have no idea why this is so low on the iceberg, but whatever.
The sugar bowl. In the books, there is this sugar bowl that Esme is obsessed on getting. People have had theories on what's inside the sugar bowl. The Netflix adaptation gives us the answer that the cure to the Niso metabolism is inside the sugar bowl. But this is in the Netflix series, not the books, and fans still theorize what's inside it.
Lemony Snicket. It's funny. We're near the end of this video on Lemony Snicket and we still don't know who he is. Well, what if I told you Lemony Snicket isn't his real name? And his real name is not Patrick Warburton. It's Daniel Handler and...
Oh. Wait.
So that was the iceberg. I know there were some things about this series that I missed. Maybe I'll make a part 2, but for now, just enjoy this. I hope you have a very fine day, and I'll see you later.